Hi friends, how's it going? Are you arguing about money? You know, that stuff that you spend all the time and you wish that you had more of, but you're always complaining about? Well, I gotta tell you, it might not be the money's fault.
Hey, I'm Lydia. I used to be an ordinary stay-at-home mom and wife. We had 2 kids, and for 3 years, everything was perfect until we got pregnant again. But this time with quadruplets. There was so much stress going from a family of 4 to a family of 8 overnight, so I created a system for renewing our relationships. This channel is dedicated to sharing that system, every single part of it. I love teaching how to connect, manage emotions, and turn it all into growing together times. You're going to find all that information right here.
It might not be the real problem. Most conversations about money, let me change that. Most arguments and disagreements about money aren't really about the money. They're about communicating and how we communicate about the money and our experiences that we tie this emotion from our experiences to the idea of money. And it gets messy because it's full of emotions. But really, what is the real problem that is coming up? Okay, you need more money. That's fine, that's a given. Everybody would like more money. But what's the real problem that's causing this argument or this disagreement with your spouse? Is it simply that you're coming from different points of view and you can't figure out how to merge it together and make a new thing together, yours and his together, combined to make one unified goal? It could be that simple. It could be our upbringing, our expectations about what money is so different from each other that it just has a hard time being communicated about. So I had an experience that just blew my mind wide open. I'm going to share this funny with you, and you're going to laugh. I hope you laugh because it's really funny to me. When we were first married, I was talking with some friends, and they're like, oh, how would it be to know a millionaire? How would it even be? Do millionaires really exist? Maybe that's just some weird story that somebody made up and nobody really has any money. And we're talking about this, and I was like, yeah, that would be good. I wonder who was a millionaire? Can we even know who a millionaire is? And my husband was like, are you serious? You know a millionaire? Who? Who was a millionaire? And it was my father-in-law, and I had no idea that I don't know why it didn't just, but he was the first oncologist. That's a cancer doctor. He's the first oncologist in the state of Arizona, and he was fairly well-to-do, and rightly so, right? We expect doctors to have a lot of money, and he did, but I had no idea, and my response blew my mind. I heard the words come out of my mouth, and I was like, so what I said was, no way, he's a nice guy, he's nice, he can't be a millionaire. Do we have ideas in our head? Do you have ideas that if you have money, you can't be nice because money is the root of all evil or something crazy? It's not. People who have money can be nice, and you can have money and still be a good person. This has been proven over and over since then by all the other people that I've realized I have known who actually are millionaires and have money, and getting money myself. People can still be nice and have money. Okay, that can be one misconception that you need to have that conversation with your spouse about. That, do you have this expectation that you're not allowed to have money? Maybe. Think about it. I didn't even realize it was one of mine. When we have a need, there's the top need that kind of covers up other layers of needs. In psychology, this is called Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And there are all sorts of hierarchy of needs. The communication hierarchy of needs is the frame formula. You can read my book. But the point is, when you are trying to accomplish something up here, like earning more money, having money, there's something beneath it that supports that goal or is missing. And you got to find out what is missing to support that goal. In the example I shared, I wanted to have more money, but I had this belief that having money was bad and I couldn't be a good person if I had money. I had to work on that before I was able to achieve money and have it coming in. And it wasn't an argument with my husband, it's with myself. Maybe you've got to have a conversation with yourself so that you can stop arguing with your spouse. But what's the real layers deep? What is that real situation that needs attention? It could be trust. Are you arguing about money because you have a problem with trust? What about being organized? Are you missing all of the budget days because you're not organized? Do you feel like money is something that could be more organized? If you have more organization, you can support that higher goal, like we talked about. How about partnership? What is a partnership with money? Okay, there's a couple different things. I'm going to share partnering with money and partnering with your spouse about the money. Okay, first you need to decide and agree, and maybe you already have, but it took me some time to agree that money is okay. And it's okay to earn money and keep money. It's okay to have money and let it be with you and be a partnership that you can use the money for good. And you have good goals and good ideas and good dreams, even if it's just to make sure you're able to pay the rent. That is a good goal. And it's okay to have money so you can do these things and take care of your family. And then the partnership with your spouse. That's where you come together and you communicate. And you might have some lower things that need to be discussed, and he might have some other things that need to be discussed. So you can get on the same level and cooperate in building this new idea, your new money-making, money-managing, magnet, goal, budget, whatever you want to call it. If you're working together and you're equally communicating and taking turns and not yelling, not having all the emotion wrapped up in it, or if you do get a little bit overly excited, then you step back and go, I'm a little bit more excited about this than I should be. It's not helping to have this conversation full of all this overly excited emotion. I say excited, you use your own word, you know what that emotion is. But we need to be logical and calm when we're talking about our money and building partnerships. Being calm helps us to build trust, which helps us to communicate better. It's all these different steps, right? And they're interrelated, and you can do a piece of it here and a piece of it there and bring them together. Partnerships are working together. It's sharing ideas, and we don't usually think about a marriage as a partnership. We usually think of it as a husband and a wife. And you got to be all in. And they've got to be all in. So if you're all in together, then you're not 50-50. You are 100%, 100%. And it comes together. 100%, 100%. Not 50-50. But really, let's get back to the money and the partnership with money. You sit down and you say, okay, I'm feeling an emotion bubbling up. I'm gonna take a breath and then just breathe through it and wait for that emotion to kind of subside, not go away, because you're gonna have that emotion. You're human and you're gonna feel your feelings, and you're not gonna stuff them and ignore them, but you're gonna recognize that you have it, recognizing it, identifying that emotion and say, I'm feeling a little bit worried or anxious about this, or I feel like I need more organization. How can we work together to create more organization? And then you take ideas from both of you, set a timer and take turns talking. If you need to use a timer is really great to make sure you're having fair turns, and try so hard to not interrupt each other and take turns. Okay, I hope that you can implement some of these things today and increase your trust, organization, and all of the things to help you feel safe and build a relationship with your money and your spouse. Become a whole partnership, a complete partnership, 100% and 100%. It's not 50-50. You got it. You can do this. All right, go make it a great day.